Right, I'm back on what could possibly be the very last video on the channel, really, because obviously the No Nut November challenge has come to an end. I was planning on making the video on the 1st of December, but I've had a few things on, so I thought if I made one a bit earlier, it would have had to be a bit rushed, and this, if it is going to be the last video, I want it to be an informative one, which is why I left it a few days and made it today. So yeah, like I mentioned, the challenge has come to an end. For me, it's been an interesting month. I mean, if you did watch any of the previous videos, you would have known that I wasn't really getting any major benefits from doing the challenge and from abstaining. So I think I have come to a decision in terms of going forward where I will continue with easy mode, I think, which is basically getting rid of all forms of adult content and just, masturbating. I think purely from imagination is what I'm going to go for. And in terms of how often, I think I'm going to trial 1 week, so once every week, and see how that goes. Now, obviously, this is still like an experimental stage, and I could get a month down the line and decide I want to completely abstain again, which I think is hard mode. So I think I could probably do hard mode again, but obviously I'm not sure if there's been any major benefits of doing it well within that 30 day time frame. I feel like there hasn't been anything really standing out to me in terms of a benefit. So yeah, it is a bit disappointing, guys, because originally when I started the challenge on the first, I did think there'd be more to take away from this. So I thought if there is going to be some major benefits, I'd hit the 30 days and then I'd just continue on to 60, 90 days, whatever. That's just not what's happened. And yeah, I didn't. This is why I've also almost put this video off, because I didn't want to just come on here and say, oh well, the challenge has been a bit of a failure, because that's not really what the intention was originally. But I mean, if I had to really think, I'd say I did feel a little bit more energy and a little bit more concentration, but I'm not sure if that came from the actual challenge or if it was just a bit of a placebo effect. So yeah, it is a bit unfortunate, but who knows? Because like I've said, I might get a month down the line and decide I want to change or something like that. But I think I will continue to do some research into the topic, because I am still genuinely interested about doing stuff like this, because in terms of the modes, I mean, I have decided I will be doing easy mode, and I don't think there'll be a particular starting date to that, but once I do start, that'll just be something that I go on for as long as I can, because I do truly believe that adult content is not good. So I think personally, if you take that away but still not abstain in terms of nofap, there can be benefits to take away from that. And you know, I guess that is the reason why you do a challenge, you know, to take something away from it. But yeah, there's not too much else to cover really. I mean, I did want to quickly mention actually 2 comments in my last video, which was probably about a week ago by now. But yeah, the first comment was from Reformed King Ace, who said, "Day 27, nearing the end, brother. Almost monk mode myself. No NSFW, fapping, etc. I mainly breezed through this." So that's someone that has done monk mode, which, if I can remember rightly, it's no fap and it's no I think you're not allowed to look at women. Like, I think on the internet, maybe in person, I think. So yeah, that one is, you know, that takes insane dedication, which I personally don't think I'm capable of. I mean, to be fair, in saying that, I might be capable of attempting it, but again, if there's no real benefits to doing something like that, then I'm not particularly interested in it. And, you know, maybe I will reach out to Reformed King Ace and speak to him about that personally and see how it's affected him. And the second comment was from Amori Beckles, who actually left quite a long comment, which I've been meaning to address actually. So he put, "I think we all participated in NNN because we recognise there may be a problem that we personally don't like. That may be porn, the feeling of being a slave to the nut, messing with our sex life, etc. NNN either showed us that we can control the problem we personally recognised, or that our bodies cannot do without it. Personally, for me, it was using sexual content to masturbate to, and this NNN journey has shown me that my body will subconsciously seek out porn even if I don't search it. This may come in the form of excessive scrolling on Instagram and clicking more videos with sexual suggestive thumbnails. So I have work to do." Which, you know, this was a really good comment that I did like to read, because I think the idea that being a slave to the nut and, you know, almost seeking out porn through Instagram or, you know, YouTube, whatever, I think he's got a really good point to that, because you may not be going onto the adult content websites, but there'll be little, almost like triggers that will make you get to that point in terms of Instagram and whatever else you see on the internet. That'll probably lead you down the line of going on to adult content, which, you know, like we've already recognised, isn't good. And he also mentioned that we could control the problem at least for a month, and we could recognise that we can actually do it, which, you know, for me it was slightly different, because I was obviously making these videos, and that was a reason why I couldn't fail the challenge. So yeah, I can't personally take too much away from that, but the people that did complete the challenge without having that need to make a video, I think they can definitely take something away from that for sure. But for me, obviously, the videos, you know, I couldn't fail the challenge because I did say I'd make the videos. So yeah, that's that one. And yeah, that's essentially the comment that I wanted to talk about. And, you know, I did take a bit away from that one, so I appreciate that. In terms of the channel going forward, I might, well, it depends how this one goes down. But if I do, if I do come up with any other ideas, and I start to see potential benefits in other ways, or even if I do go back to NoFap, I would like to come on here and talk about it. Obviously the subscriber count's quite low and the views will be quite low, but maybe as like a personal diary to myself, I can come on here and make a little video. And who knows, I might get to a point where I want to make a video every other day or something like that, when I find some new idea that I want to try. But for now, that'll be the videos for for the foreseeable future. But I did want to say thanks to everyone who commented, which it gave me stuff to talk about in each video that I made, so I do really appreciate that. And also, the last thing I want to say is well done to everyone who tried to do this, and well done to everyone who actually completed the challenge like myself, because it wasn't easy, and I respect anyone who tries to push themselves in a way where most people can't. So yeah, thanks for that, guys.